So I am in beautiful Brookville, Indiana, and Kong Armor is getting ready to take on a dock system, a little tiny dock system there. It's about 14 by 16, and a deck system, a 40-foot long deck system. It's about 14 feet wide. They both have a disintegrating stain on them, a thin residential disintegrating stain. And we're getting ready to move these customers over to a thick build, industrial, elastic polymer, lifetime deck armor here in Brookville. So check out these systems, and I can't wait to show you what they look like when they're done. It's beautiful here, very gorgeous. Little tiny dock system here that's part of a bigger deck system that we're getting ready to perform lockdown encapsulation, a deck armor system via Kong Armor, the world's toughest deck armor coating system. 16 by 14 dock. The boards are really just unremarkable at this time. They have a few areas of surface damage, but all in all, they're pretty healthy. There's a few spots where, for instance here, that we may utilize a little tiny bit of epoxy on or something like that to fill back out. But outside of that, just sort of kind of a semi-transparent stain on here that's kind of disintegrating and is just not tough enough. So we're going to come in and resurface this. While we're at it, we're also going to do the outside band board or fascia board of this, as well as encapsulating the bolts and everything and protecting them real well. Okay, pretty little deck. Our coating system will resurface this gorgeously. It needs washed really well, board for board, and then just come through 3 coats on the floor, 2 coats on the rail systems, and you guys will see this thing right here will turn out super gorgeous. Okay, so here's the deck in Brookville. It overlooks this really gorgeous lake here that they have. Super pretty, right? Basically, it's a 14 by 40 deck that has a disintegrating stain. I'll show you guys. So not only do we lock down peeling deck paint, but we're also called in a lot to deal with thin residential stains that are sort of disintegrating and having issues. This deck system is not super absurdly sun damaged or weathered. The boards of it are actually rather smooth, and it does have a little bit of sun damage. It has some fasteners that are loose that need set back down. It may need 1 or 2 planks pulled and replaced. We'll see, and we'll know for sure once we wash this. But a rather healthy system. What we'll do is we'll bring the Kong Armor system in here and just 3, maybe even 4 coats on this floor. Super build floor to encapsulate this. They do have dogs, so we'll probably build this super thick. The rail systems, I want to use a tie here to tie this. Every spot where that's cut, I want a tie put in. One here, one there, to keep that from moving. And then down here on this end, there's a corner that needs to be put back in. So this is deck restoration painting with the world's toughest deck armor. So part of this is coming in and actually doing the repairs that need to be done before we come in with the coating system. There's no point in doing it the other way around. And it saves the customer a good deal. Steps, they're a set of drop down steps that are 17 feet long, 3 feet wide, obviously. They're pretty unremarkable, other than other than minor sun damage, they're okay. What we will do, we'll come in and we'll put staircase angles on the underside of all of these that are over 6 foot tall. So this step up, they'll all get angles, which will have an extra ledge here for this board to sit on in case it pops out of the casing. It'll land on that extra ledge. What we know is the fall from 6 foot. The fall from 6 foot and up is usually where serious injury occurs, if it does occur. So we'll get those put on there. But just really good washing with this. Replace a couple planks. Tighten up a few corners. Add braces. Come in with the silverback epoxy. You can see the large checking in these. We'd like to fill these in really well with silverback epoxy to keep water from getting down in here long term. So we'll fill all those in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deck posts. Along with doing this ledger board, we'll do the ledger board as well that the deck sits on. Even this one down here that the covered porch area sits on. So we'll take this all the way down to the end for them. All right, pretty deck. I can't wait to encapsulate it. It's going to be gorgeous, super absurdly gorgeous once it gets thick build on it. Thick build is so much prettier. Elastic thick build industrial coatings are so much prettier than these thin stains. They're full bodied and they're gorgeous and they're tough. And I think you guys will see a major difference once we get our system on here.